Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great. And in this video, we are going to discuss about polynomial function and two important theorems that are associated with a polynomial function. Well, let's start with understanding what is a polynomial. Well, polynomial is nothing but it's an expression of the form, let's say fx is a polynomial, and the general form for a polynomial is a naught x raised to n plus a1 x raised to n minus 1 and so on, and you can see up to an, where we have to keep the following things in our mind: that n is a non-negative integer first. Second, we have to keep in mind that a naught, a1, a2 and so on, these are all real numbers. They are not complex, they are real, and they are known as the coefficients. And the third thing is a naught must not be equals to 0. If any expression in the form fx follows these three rules, then we can say that that polynomial has the degree n, or we can say it is a polynomial of degree n. Let's say we can take examples like a polynomial of degree 3, that is also known as a cubic equation if we equate it with a 0. But if we just talk about a polynomial of a degree 3, then let's say we have example 2x cubed plus 3x 2x square plus 3x plus 1. It's a polynomial of degree 3 because the coefficient of x raised to 3 is not 0, and we can see the 3 is a number that is a non-negative integer. Let's say we have another example that is 2, simply 2. We can say that it's a polynomial. Of course it's a constant, we know that, but we can say it that it's a polynomial of degree 0. Or let's say we have another example that is 5x. Again, it's a polynomial of degree 1. We can also add some constant like 5x plus 1 or maybe 5x plus 2 or any constant, then also the degree will be 1 because the highest power of x over here is 1. So the highest power of any polynomial is known as its degree. Now the important theorems that I was talking about is, first is remainder theorem. This theorem states that if px is any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, means that it must be either a linear it must be a linear polynomial or have a degree greater than 1. That means it should not be a constant. Then in that case, let's say we have another number that is a. If we divide the polynomial px with a factor, not a factor but a number that is x minus a, then the remainder of that division can be given as p of a. This will be the remainder. This is what the remainder theorem says, that if px is any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and if we divide it with x minus a where a is any real number, then the remainder can be obtained as p of a. We have to just put the value of a in place of x in the polynomial p of x, put a in place of x. This is what remainder theorem states. Now the second theorem is factor theorem. Factor theorem is somehow related to the remainder theorem only. Let's say we have the same condition that px is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1. Next is a, any real number, such that p of a is 0. That means that the remainder that we get after putting a in place of x, or we can say the remainder after dividing p of x with x minus a is 0. If we get the remainder as 0, then we can say that x minus a is a factor of p of x, and we can also say that a is, we can say that x minus a is the factor and a is a root of px. So these are the two theorems. Let me again summarize for you that a polynomial is a function, or it can be defined as an expression of the form f of x as in the general form, where n over here in the general form, n over here is a non-negative integer, and the a0, a1, a2, these are just coefficients and real numbers, and a0 must not equals to 0. Then we can say that fx is a polynomial of degree n. I have given you the examples. Then we have remainder theorem, which says that if px is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and a is any real number, then it analyzes what if we divide px with x minus a. So when we divide px with x minus a, we will get the remainder as p of a. In that, we just have to put a in place of x and we will get the remainder. And the next theorem is factor theorem, that says that if px is a polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and a is again a real number, and if we got the remainder, that is p of a equals to 0, then we can say that x minus a is factor of the polynomial px, and we can also say that a is a root of the polynomial p of x.